ride. Let's ride.
Hey, Pop. It's your boy Quick. Man, so far I've been listening to this album, man, and I ain't heard nothing you could just kick back and smoke a beatie to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Some of that smooth shit. Some of that shit make music drink, make you just think, and help you check a fat ass bank. So why don't you do me a favor and drop that shit only you know how. Feel me?
I'm barely standing, and plus my second hand say it's midnight. Some Alizé and Cristal guaranteed to get right. Like misdemeanors is a small thing. With DJ Quick in his bitch, I let my balls hang. Running through the street light, it's we like. Young niggas get your mind on, show them more than G like. Around the corner inside Vegas, or better yet like Reno. Music fucking welcome to our casino. Cause you and me know 100% like casino. Looking for a bitch that's half black and Filipino. And when I meet her, I'm on for some endos. I'm kissing out the window of a pearl white limo. Don't wanna be your man, I'm the nigga. Touch me here, I get bigger while I'm digging. I get deeper to your liver. I'm young tight, looking sick in the same night. My words are aphrodisiacs, if you say I'm right. The Clemmy Parker, so I'm stopping at the Fat Burger. Look through the papers.
All right. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying. Whenever I hear my boy Tupac Amaru Shakur, boy, I get crazy, like a fox. But I'm gonna get crazy right now today. Once again, this your main man, this Mr. O. Y'all normally know I don't do nothing on Sundays, but I said to myself, what's been happening for the past few hours and the past several days, I feel like, no, this got to be addressed on Sunday. Yeah, and I know it's 9/11 and all that, but that's irrelevant to me right now. You know, what's relevant is this influx that's been coming along as of late. And I also know that this is a Sunday, you know, football season, NFL football season 2016 started. And it is regarding that. And as you can see, it's the picture up here above on the podcast. For those who are watching this on YouTube live, and I'm broadcasting on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and now SoundCloud. So check me out over there too. If you got SoundCloud on your mobile apps, check me out there. But as of late, you know, I've already addressed my stance on about this, with Colin Kaepernick, of him, you know, not, you know, taking a stand against the national anthem, you know, and he's dead on point. I still stand behind my decision on that, and I still say, like, the first person that know me say I stand behind this man 10,000,000%. Now I'm gonna up it up to 12,000,000%. Fuck that, you know. But as of late, it's bad enough you already got these patriots, these racist, bigot, redneck, hillbilly jackasses already doing things from trying to use the straw man tactic of to use the military as a straw man to say, well, he ain't standing up for the flag, he attacking our military. A lot of us men died for that, but you see that didn't work. Okay, because military vets current that are listed are supporting Kaepernick. Hashtag veterans stand with Kaepernick. Because veterans don't like to be used. Do not get out there and speak for them and anything. And let me ask you, these patriots, something. Have you any of you took the time to even think of a veteran, a military veteran that fought in the war, whether it's Korean War, World War II, Vietnam War, Iraqi War, and you see them, most of them are mostly homeless on the street, can't even get their fighting every day to get their benefits at the VA hospital and stuff like that. Y'all don't even sit up there and have a conversation with them, or more importantly, buy them lunch, take your time or something like that, build a friendship. No, you don't. No, you don't. So what the hell you motherfuckers getting out here gonna try to speak on their behalf against Kaepernick? And I know a lot of y'all are just racist anyway, because the only reason you can't stand Kaepernick is because the fact of the matter, because he's black. Yeah, don't give me that stuff to my saying biracial and all that. But it ain't the Fatrists I'm talking about. Taurine Rain and Irv Griffin and Mr. Superboy 223 already lit their ass on fire. Who I'm getting at are these former athletes and entertainers who decide to go ahead and throw shade on Kaepernick. And as you can see the picture in my podcast, you got a whole gang of raccoons. Now here down here in Miami, we got them here all the time, so that's nothing new. But see, you can see they also come out at night. And in this case, the Coon Nation came out at night. They coming out the woodworks now. First is bad enough. You had Victor Coons come out. Then Jerry Rice. Then Rodney Harrison. Now all of a sudden, you got idiots like Ray Lewis. I don't even know why he's even in the picture. And Shaq. You know, throwing shade at Kaepernick. Because Shaq, first of all, I'm gonna just get on Ray Lewis for 1 second. Because Ray Lewis is the one that really pisses me off right now. And this is directed to him. And I hope he is listening to it, which apparently he doesn't. Because he's probably too busy trying to practice his little fake ass Martin Luther King speech from his prayer tower up down there in Boca Raton. Yeah, I know all about that, brother. You don't hide nothing from me here in my home state of Florida, because you from Lakeland, bro. Little Miami. Okay? Mr. Lewis, you need to be more concerned about your son and those alleged rape charges that he caught out there in East Carolina, messing with them two white gals, rather than try to come out here and try to throw shade on Kaepernick. And then you try to go, ahead and throw shade on the black community with Black Lives Matter, and then try to go ahead and, once again, like all these other idiots, using Chicago as your talking points. You know, and on top of that, how you gonna sit up here and talk when 1999 you was about to go away for life. You was about to be another O.J. Simpson. I swear, these guys think that Coonan gonna save them, and then here comes Shaq. I read the interview. I heard about it. Listened to the interview the first time when he was on the Rich Eisen show. And he was asking about Colin Kaepernick. He said, like, well, like my stepdad was in the military and, I'm saying like that, but I wouldn't have did it like how Colin Kaepernick did. I mean, how else do you want him to do? Let me explain something to you, just to get a synopsis for those who first time tuning into my show, and for those who tuning in right now via Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or wherever, SoundCloud, Tumblr. Let me get a synopsis. Colin Kaepernick refused to stand up for the national anthem in a preseason game against the Green Bay Packers. And he simply said, and I quote, that I refuse to go ahead to stand up for a song to a flag, to pledge allegiance to a flag that oppresses black people and people of color. Now Colin Kaepernick, as y'all know, is the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, wears number 7. Very interesting. Now remember, this is the same guy. He took the 49ers to the Super Bowl in 2012. The lights out one against the Baltimore Ravens, the same one that Ray Lewis played on. Colin Kaepernick was born to a white mother, black father. His white mother, biological mother, gave him up for adoption, all because she wanted to please her peers, and he didn't look have the same quote unquote ethnicity as she does. That was a problem for her, but it wasn't no problem when she was face down, ass up, getting that big black buck stuck to her like John Witherspoon, bang 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 bang, fuck out of here, you know. But thank goodness, that his adopted parents, both of whom are white, raised him up to be like that. And I'm gonna tell you something like that. This is why I've always said that not every European is not a racist, and not every black person that look like me or look like you is not your consider your brother or sister, because his adopted parents told him the realest thing as he growed up. His mother and father told him, saying, like, you're going to go through experiences and you're going to experience some things that your siblings are not going to experience. And I'm pretty sure he done experienced that growing up, going to high school, and going to college at Nevada, and then, playing quarterback, getting drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. So, so that's the synopsis, like how Colin Kaepernick did it. If you want to know more about it, Wikipedia it or whatever. Anyway, but see, as Colin started to grow, like, can I say he woke? No, I could say he's common sense woke, because he's starting to see the bullshit. He's starting to see the stuff that's going on around. When he's going here, he's seeing unarmed black men, women, children being murdered in the street by these race soldiers posing as law enforcement officers, being killed, being murdered with impunity. Even somebody like him, who's basically making $15 million dollar contract, which basically means he's make per season $11.9 million. So when that happened, mostly these patriots and all of mostly Trailer Park USA start going ape shit crazy, saying, oh, he needs to stand up and pledge allegiance to the flag, or he's disrespecting the people who lost their lives fighting for his freedoms, and so and so and so and so and so and so. Shut the fuck up. Oh, and here's my most favorite one when it comes down to that. And it come from that cum bucket bitch Tommy Lauren too. He's a spoiled little brat. He making all this money. It's always about money, 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 money. It's like the same thing like they're doing with Bill Cosby. How they trying to f over that our elder. It ain't about his legacy. It's about his money. Somebody, well, shoot, he's making $115 million. He's a millionaire. How is he oppressed? Just because you financially well off as a person of color, as an indigenous black American, doesn't mean that doesn't omit you from being oppressed. And Colin knows this. They tried the old white supremacist playbook. Like an article came out from the Griot white owned, saying that Colin Kaepernick started doing this because of his girlfriend, of his quote unquote of his Muslim girlfriend Nessa, who's a radio host at Hot 97. They went all in. They trying to drag her into it. And on a side note, Colin, no disrespect or anything like that, brother, but tight work there. What you got there with her? Tight work. I got to give you props on that. Getting back to this. Hey, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? So, if anybody feel like that was a little bit too sensitive, fuck y'all. Shoot, I'm a man. A man gonna give another man props. If I say your woman fine, she fine. That's a compliment. Anyway. Let's just get on down to it. So they trying to say that they're trying to drag her in and saying that he been radicalized, or she put him in a spell because so and so and everything like that. It's got his nose wide open. It ain't nothing like that. Colin Kaepernick been had this on his mind. He always spoke out about the injustices. Okay, this right here would take this to, and I don't blame him. Do the research. Number one, I never stood up for the national anthem and stuff when I was in school because I felt that song was bullshit. Pledge allegiance to what? And then on out here, you still seeing white police officers, watching you, looking at you, harassing you, or whatever like that. For what? Going to a mall or going to a store or something like that, watching you for what? Or driving a nice car, something like that, pulling you over for what? Driving while black, shopping while black, fishing while black. Dumb shit. See, the thing is, the problem happens to be white supremacy, and white supremacy's biggest enemy happens to be the black man, period, as well as black economics. And see, a lot of them don't like the stance that Colin Kaepernick thinking like, oh well, he got a white mother and his adopted parents are white. He should be over here on the side with us. He said, nah. At the end of the day, whether y'all want to admit it or not, and to these coons that don't want to admit it, Ray Lewis, Rodney Harrison, he's still a black man. Rodney Harrison said the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, talking about saying that Colin's not black. When you say stuff like that, you might as well just say that President Obama isn't black. Fucking idiot. But you see, 24 hours later, Harrison retracted that statement because he don't want to give up his gig in Sunday Night Football. Coons, man. These coons been coming out there. Not only that, Victor Cruz, Jerry Rice, who's the other idiot that also came out and said some stupid shit. But there's also a certain number of players that's recently have now supported him. Seattle Seahawks cornerback Jeremy Lane say he support Kaepernick, as well as a few of Kaepernick's teammates, one of which number 35, I think is Eric Reed, where they both where they were playing a game against San Diego, and they both took a knee and kneeled down. They say fuck that shit. Now, the latest, now as of recent, Thursday night, really the NFL season started Thursday night. Super Bowl rematch. The Denver Broncos, Carolina Panthers. Y'all know Denver Broncos world champs. Denver Broncos linebacker Brandon Marshall, not to be confused with Brandon Marshall with the Jets. Now that he's a wide receiver from here. That's hometown boy here from Orlando. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker for the Broncos. Yeah, that story came up over to me, and Taurine Rain had brought me up on that. And I'm gonna read that to you. And this is coming straight out of the Denver Post. Yeah, I ain't got the picture up there though, but let me just read this to you. Let's see. Saying, stand up, brother. Broncos linebacker Brandon Marshall took a knee during the national anthem. I respect his protest. I admire his courage. I believe he loves the United States of America. I think this is somebody that wrote this. Mark excuse me. Sorry. Let me start it over. Broncos linebacker Brandon Marshall took a knee during the national anthem. I respect his protest. I admire his courage. I believe he loves the U.S. of A. I hear his message. I applaud it. Also, want to extend Marshall a friendly hand of support, pull him off the ground before the next time we hear the Star Spangled Banner at Broncos game, and then stand alongside him in this campaign to ease racial tensions and improve the training for police. See, let me stop right there. The problem is with these police shootings and all this stuff, everybody keeps saying this same old narrative. Need more police training, no police training. No, you don't need no more police training. The problem what you got is white supremacists that is openly and now continually infiltrating law enforcement. And you need to start weeding out these racist bastards. That's what you need to start doing. But, like I say, they just doing this for hearsay. But let me continue. After dropping to his right knee during the anthem when the Broncos played Carolina, Marshall got noticed. He also took shots from military veterans, was cursed by hate mongers, and as you know, he also lost one of his endorsements. He got kicked to the curb by Air Academy Federal Credit Union which released Marshall from his endorsement deal. Now, Air Academy Federal Credit Union, they're racist anyway. So, but he said like this, and I had a lot of negative racist comments. People calling me the N-word, and a lot of people calling me all kinds of derogatory names. It is what it is. There's a lot of hate out there. I'm not here to spread hate or negativity. I'm here to spread positivity. The one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all is our pledge. But there's no guarantees those ideals will match our nation's reality. Marshall wants us to get busy on making things better, which might be naively optimistic, but it's far more productive than the cynicism currently guiding too many of this country's political leaders. Now, when he was asked what it would take for him to stand again during the anthem, however, he replied, "Truth be told, I'm not sure how long I'm going to do it. I would be lying if I said I did, which is what took me so long to do it in the first place, because I was wondering, what's the end game? How long it's going to take for the change? What's the end game for me to be able to get out? Do I do what I need to do and feel good about the change that maybe I affected? A rebel without a clue or plan cannot win. The national anthem is so close to the hearts of many Americans that Marshall does nothing more than continue his silent protest. I fear his message will be drowned out by the deep-seated enmity of people who regard his act as treason." As Clint Cater, a veteran of World War II and the Korean conflict, told me, "I feel I'm speaking for my military friends who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. I presently live in the greatest country by far in the world on limited income, but I would gladly reduce my lifestyle and save enough money to buy Mr. Marshall a one-way airline ticket, luggage." Yeah, this is old racist joker. Yeah. So, as y'all know, like the day, like the Sunday, all the games fall right here on 9/11. And see, here you got these idiots. They don't want us to forget that. I'm not even finna get all through that shit about the Twin Towers and all that. Fuck that. While linebackers Von Miller and cornerback Chris Harris Jr., they're the stars, Marshall is the head and the heart of the best defense in the NFL. But he does more than study his playbook. Away from the field, Marshall investigates what's going down in America and wonder aloud why cosmetologists in California actually do receive more training than the police officers. Good point. But you know what? I'm going to stop that right there, though. You just read the part about him having his endorsement deal taken away. And here's the thing. If they could do that to Brandon Marshall, we need to be doing the same thing to these coons like Ray Lewis, like Shaq. And especially Shaq. Let me just get on him. Because Shaq ain't nothing more than just a big kid. You understand? He trying to throw shade at Kaepernick. This is what we do. I need y'all, and the Jedi have put me up on this. I need for y'all to go ahead and go to, because Shaq is a spokesperson for Icy Hot, Gold Bond, and of course the General Auto Insurance. You can go there and you can go like into the contact support section, and you can air your grievances out right there. If they doing this, and if they stop Brandon Marshall's deal, endorsement deal, let's stop Shaq's on. And since they're not going to respect us and all that, how about we start supporting them? That's how we got to do this. Because right now, I can't stand these coons. I hate everything about them. And I'm about to jump on somebody else. The latest one to jump on Colin Kaepernick, of all people. Fat Joe. Let me say that again, people. Fat Joe, of all people. He should be the last person to talk about going against Kaepernick. And more importantly, he need to be trying to go ahead and stand beside him. Let me just read to you what this motherfucker here said. and this coming out of BET.com. You know, why he said, why as a national conversation, I'm gonna just read this right now. I'm gonna come back with my commentary on this. As a national conversation, sorry about that, my apologies. Yeah. As the national conversation continues regarding the recent actions of San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, more and more celebrities are weighing in. While President Obama is in support of Kaepernick for exercising his First Amendment right by choosing to sit out or participating in the tradition of singing the national anthem before games, others such as Shaq, oh yeah, I forgot, the Santa Clara Police Department or the police union are speaking out against the controversial protest. Alkaline water. Now, the latest rapper to express their thoughts on the matter is Fat Joe, who said before voicing his opinion, he's been thinking about it for a while. But notice that he went on ahead and took to Twitter. No surprise. Fat Joe shared exactly why he's not a supporter of Kaepernick's movement. And he said, having doubt, sick about it. I ain't with protesting the hashtag national anthem. He wrote before deleting the typo-laden tweet. Oof. Soldiers died fighting for our freedoms, not cops. Why disrespect them? Once again, see, this motherfucker is misinformed. Let me make something real clear, and I hate the buddy. I got to debunk this. Colin Kaepernick never mentioned anything about the military. He's saying he's standing up against crooked cops. Okay, these race soldiers who killing black people, the same black people, Fat Joe, who basically you made the majority of your money off of, that helped you come up to be where you at now. Although you ain't been relevant since 2005, but so you of all people, you know. Now perhaps the backlash from being vocally against the protest resulted in the rapper's deleting of the tweet depicting his stance, or maybe he realized he needed more time to think out his options on the matter. Yeah. Either way, ever since sharing where he stands, Fat Joe, much like Kaepernick himself, is being met with harsh criticism for being vocal and participating in this national debate. And they got a picture of his tweet right here. You know, the same thing I just wrote it. I wrote, you know. But yeah, it was a lot of comments. I'm just going to go in the comment section. I just want to see what people got to say. And of course, this is connected on the Facebook. They're from Diane Danielle Montague, said he should use spell check while he judging somebody else. And you got your trolls saying let's call all the correct moron. Oh gosh, shut up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, you got this one troll here, this Dennis C. Shipman Jr. You see how this shit is? This is what I be talking about. Whenever it's something that's pertaining to us, you always got these these motherfucking trolls, white people butting into our business and everything. Always trolling black posts or black sites and everything. Want to see what we talking about, what we doing and all this stuff, and they want to throw their little 2 cents in here and stuff like that. This Dennis C. Shipman Jr., I ain't even finna give you no time to play, although I mentioned your name, bro. But, man, look here, Peckerwood, man. Go on about your business, man. Ain't nobody, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Because obviously you feeling guilty, you all up through here. You know, one from William Anthony Day say, Fat Joe, if you thought about it, you would understand what the hell this is about. I'm a vet, and what I know now, I'll never play for a damn flag. I stand for God. And then another one from Tiger Styles. I say, I guess since this doesn't have anything to do with cake or pies or cheeseburgers or what's happening at the local buffet, he don't want to participate. He's one of the worst rappers in the game anyway. Yeah, then another troll saying, "Oh, he worked more than you though." Huh. Well, for one, he's. But I think Ricky Williams is the same thing that I said. Will everyone please take time to first read the entire national anthem, then read and learn what year it was written. Then understand that black folks, Negroes, or African Americans, whichever you prefer, were not free till somebody 50 years after it was written by Francis Scott Key. I talked about that in one of my previous podcasts. You can go back and look at that. And then read that we were not allowed in or to serve our country, and that was written in 1814 to encourage the troops in the Battle of 1812. And finally, in reading the whole thing, you will be able to have an intelligent conversation. It was never written for freedom and justice for all, except those who were the oppressors of the many, which is true. And Tiger Style said, "Yeah, please, I'm going to beg too. Please be informed. This information is easy to locate and readily available to anyone." And this Drew Ferguson said, like, "I'm a VN vet, and it had nothing to do with fighting for your freedom. It had nothing to do with freedom at all. So please stop with the ignorant BS." Yeah, once again, the troll Dennis Sitman saying like that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and answer him real quick. So, and then, like I said, you know, this Joker here, he's also using Martin Luther King's quotes and all that. Typical racist, white supremacist move. Typical white supremacist move. But that's the thing. That's the thing. What they do. That's what they do. And Fat Joe, this is why I say, like, a lot of people that be misinformed and uneducated and don't really know nothing. And don't know nothing, and don't be informed, and don't do no research, don't do their homework. Because, like, he's a coon too. And see, Fat Joe want to play both sides, because he said the word nigga in his songs more than anybody. And that's what made him rich. I swear right now, man, if Pac or Biggie was still alive, trust me, they'd have put this fool in check. I still remember Fat Joe back in the day, back in the 80s and all that, when he first broke into the business and stuff. We seen him perform at the once where it's now been defunct, not still standing, the Carver Theater. That's right here in Liberty City, right there on 61st Street and Northwest 7th Avenue. We seen him right there, and he performed right there. That's when we had our own theater right there. And I remember when he first broke into the business and stuff. And see, some people don't really need to be on social media, like I said, this coon train is getting filled up. Everybody punching their ticket. Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley, Raven Simone, Stacey Trash, Victor Coons, Shaq, Ray Lewis, who's the other handkerchief head? Oh, and then this other one, Jason Whitlock, he came out on Twitter and talking trash too. He talking trash as well. I say, what the problem is? All these are coming from former athletes who basically, I believe, they just got beef for Kaepernick because of two things. One, Here you got this biracial brother, and I hate using the term biracial to describe this man, and because he is a brother, just like Jesse Williams, that basically got more balls than them, and he's using his platform to go ahead to express about the social injustice of for black people. Same way as Muhammad Ali, same thing as Jim Brown, same thing as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay? Let me ask Mr. Ray Lewis something. Let me ask Shaq something. During y'all time and y'all play day, why you ain't do the same thing? Jerry Rice, why you ain't do the same thing? Rodney Harrison, none of y'all. No, I'll tell you why y'all wasn't doing. Y'all was out here doing y'all little dirt. That's what the hell y'all were doing. Yeah, Jerry Rice, yeah, you was badass on that gridiron and stuff like that. But when it come time for you to stand up like a man, you put your tail between your legs and cowered in your hole like the rat that you is. Same thing with you too, Rodney Harrison. And then now also you also got white considered like Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger. Now all of a sudden Boomer Esiason, he brings his little racist ass out of nowhere talking shit. Now you start to wonder why his ass never got a Super Bowl ring. I'm glad in '89 the 49ers beat Cincinnati's ass like that. Rightfully deserved. And now you see why. Fuck Boomer. You know. But as for Ray Lewis, please. You know, he tried to come out there. I think he was on Undisputed. But first thing, before I say anything on that, I want to give my hats off to one of my most favorite players that's retired. Shannon Sharp set him straight. I don't think I need to see anymore. And Shannon Sharp put these idiots on blast. Let me see if I can go ahead and find it in case nobody don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Because it's time to get real here, man. Because, you know, these guys, they're not like that. Because one thing about with Shannon Sharp, people didn't like him because he talked the talk. But the thing is, Shannon Sharp backed it up on that field. And that's something there that you ain't trying that people ain't trying to do, ain't trying to understand. And see, here's Shannon Sharp when he talk about supporting Kaepernick.
Morning, Mr. Sharp. How you doing, sir?
Let me listen.
Good to see you. I gotta get your take, man, on Colin Kaepernick, trying to make a statement. What do you think?
I just think the thing is that he was a business message because he wanted a business message.
Right.
It was never about being disrespectful to vets. It was never about disrespect to the flag. Obviously, he has the ultimate respect for people that fight for the very freedom that he is expressing.
Okay.
But people wanted to make it about socks. They wanted to make it about disrespect of the vets.
I may do a part 2 on this too as well. Because I want everybody to hear Shannon Sharp's thing going on.
Message, you try to destroy the messenger. I commend him for what he's doing. I saw one of his teammates knelt down beside him last night in protest. I saw the Seattle Seahawks defensive back sad protest. It's kudos. We ask our athletes to take more of a stance. Tell them to sit down and shut up. But this is a problem that's not going away. And eventually, we're going to have to come to some kind of conclusion that we're going to all sit down. We're going to have intelligent conversation about what's transpiring. Now, police brutality is not the only issue that's affecting the black community. We got to do a better job with the black on black bodies. We need to do a better job. We got to get the unemployment. We got to drop that rate. We got to get people employed. We got to get people, in school, get better education. Because if you don't give the people something to do something, you won't be a part of it.
Yeah. And it's like, when a community is forgotten or they feel they're forgotten, you and I would agree the way we grew up, when we go home and it's a nice home and the surroundings are nice, it makes you feel right. But if you go back to a jungle. Come on now.
The thing is, if people would try to have an intelligent conversation with you, they say, look, I would need to talk to you. And if you keep ignoring them, we don't need to have another Ferguson. We don't need to have another Baltimore. Let's just sit down, have an intelligent conversation, and see how can we come to some type of resolution. But eventually, we have to stop talking and find resolutions.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, man. You always sharp. So Denver's talking about trying to get Michael Vick right now. What do you think he'll do for Denver?
Who's that?
That's what the rumor is.
Yeah, that's just the rumor. But don't believe it.
Don't believe it.
Oh, I wish that. I'm all about anybody getting employed.
Yeah.
Black, white, doesn't matter. If you can get employed, that's better for all of us.
Absolutely. We know how you love the Broncos, so
I'm blue and orange. I bleed blue and orange. Hey, I love my Ravens too now. Don't sleep on the Ravens.
oh yeah, they looking really good too. Thank you so much, sir. Keep being you. Appreciate you.
All right, that was Shannon Sharp, man. Man, look here. I love listening to this brother. I mean, I'm glad I had the pleasure of meeting him at one time. I may have to end up doing a part 2 to this because, like, I'm not done. I really want y'all to hear the dialogue between him and Ray Lewis, and I want y'all to hear for yourself. For those who didn't see it on Facebook or didn't hear about it on YouTube or watch it on YouTube, to show y'all how Shannon Sharp shut Ray Lewis down. And at the same time, held Skip Bayless voiceless. Let me see if I got time. I doubt it very seriously. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this short. But I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a part 2 on this. And I really want y'all to hear this one out real quick. So just bear with me. I'm coming right back on this. Meantime.
Hey, Pop. It's your boy Quick. Man. Hey, Pop. It's your boy Quick. Man, so far I've been listening to this album, man, and I ain't heard nothing you could just kick back and smoke a beatie to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. Some of that old smooth shit. Some of that shit make music drink. Make just think. And help you check a fat ass bank. So what you do me a favor, nigga, drop that shit only you know how. Feel me?